So what I'm going to do with the video we're creating. One. Welcome, everybody. I cannot believe this. Like, I am so beyond excited that tomorrow is the first day of Impact. We start right away at 9:30 in the morning, so you're going to want to join us. As you come on in, you're going to want to join us. And today we're going to be revealing absolutely everything that you need to know to participate at your fullest for this event. Beth, are you excited?
I am pumped. I cannot wait. There's some awesome speakers on the lineup and, awesome prizes and just some really, really fun stuff going on.
There
So,
really is.
yeah, and new
There really
features too.
is.
So, yeah, super
There
excited.
really is. So exciting. And I even have you're going to get to see some of the prizes that I have. I'm going to give you guys some sneak peeks inside of them and why they're so cool. So really, really awesome stuff. But the very first thing is people have been sending me lots of questions. So thank you for sending me your questions. And I wanted to create this YouTube live to really share with everybody what is it that you need to know so that you can be successful with attending the event. So the very first thing is you want to make sure that you sign up for the event. So I'm going to share my screen so you know exactly where to do that for signing on up for the event. It's going to look like this. It's onlinetutorcoach.com/impact2. That is how you are going to get access to be able to, if you've already filled this out, don't worry, you don't have to fill this out again. But if you haven't filled this out yet, then you want to. We do have on this page exactly who is speaking, but we don't have more details about that, right? The who, the when, the what is the topic, can you tell me more about what the topic is about? That information is inside of the program booklet. But before we get to the program booklet, I want to make sure that you guys also realize you can upgrade for replay. So if you notice once I show you the booklet, hey, these people are speaking and I cannot attend, you can upgrade for the replays until 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow Central Time. At 6 o'clock Central Time tomorrow morning, everything goes on up to $97. So that's Friday morning, 6 o'clock a.m., July 15th. Everything goes up to the $97. You can purchase replays right now at the $48.50. And you purchase the replays by, I have the link inside of the description for this. And then it will look like this. The screen will look like this. It'll say 50% off replays before the conference. If it does not say 50% off before the conference, if it says $97, that means that the offer has expired, but you can still get it at the $97 before it goes up to the $197. Okay, so whatever the price says here is the price it is. There isn't a different price. You want to make sure that you join our Facebook group. So I'm going to come on over to Facebook, and it is Impact Conference. So if you look at Impact Conference, it should look like this. And you have gotten a link to that inside of your email. So check your email. I've been sending it out the last couple of days. Maybe it's gone to spam. Check your spam, see if any emails got inside of there if you did not get a link to the Facebook group. I know that there are some people who have signed up for this conference that are not in the Facebook group. We have 737 members, but we've had more than that actually sign on up for the event. So I know some of you guys are not in it. This is where it's going to be live streamed. So you definitely want to make sure you are inside of the Facebook group, because if you're not in the Facebook group, you won't find us. Everything is going to be live streamed right inside of here for you. And it's going to start right at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. So if you're looking for who is speaking and when, again, I have sent an email with the download for you of who is speaking and when. And it's also saved inside of the Facebook group right on over here under files. So if you come on over here, it says Program Booklet for Impact 2. You're going to click on that and it's going to open up this document here. On here, I have the table of contents, who is speaking, what they're talking about, and what page they're featured on. But if you take a look at page 6, so you do have to scroll on this document. It's not that everything is on one page. This is a PDF, several pages long, 42 pages of information for just this event. So if you scroll on down, you're going to find, as you keep going, a little information about me, information about our sponsor, Tutorbird. By the way, Tutorbird is responsible for this free ticket, right? They're the ones that made this possible for everybody to get a free ticket. Yeah, Beth.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, we love Tutorbird. They're awesome. They have sponsored both of our conferences now, and it's
Yep, Impact
both of
1
the
and
Impact,
2. Mm-hmm.
and they're great. So
They
shout
really,
out to
really are. Yeah, huge shout out to Tutorbird. So thank you, Tutorbird, for sponsoring this event. I know it's going to be amazing. And then I have listed here each of the speakers with their image and the title of the talk that they are doing. And as we scroll on down, you then get to the itinerary. So this is where, and I want you to think about the itinerary. We will start exactly at 9:30. Some talks may go a little bit more than what I expected or a little bit less than what I expected. I want you to kind of use this as a ish kind of guide. Okay. This is when we expect to have these people on, and I will do my best to stay on schedule exactly with what we have here, but it may be a little ahead or it might be a little behind. Most likely it would be a little behind versus a little ahead, because I can always give away more freebies and stuff to make sure that we stay on time if I'm, you know, on the other side of it. So I can manage that a little bit more, but there might be some that I have not 100% figured out correctly for times. Maybe they took a little bit longer than I thought. So this is about when people are going to be on. All times are listed in Central Time Zone. That is the time zone that I am in. So just take a look at Central Time Zone. You can go to a time zone converter and take a look at, hey, what is 9:30 Central Time Zone compared to my time zone that I'm in? Yeah, Beth.
Can I share a really neat trick for that as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you have an iPhone, and I'm sure other phones do this as well, I just know it for my system that I use. If you go to the world, if you go to the, I believe it's the clock app. Yeah, the clock app. They have this really nice feature called the world clock. It's one of the tabs on the clock feature. And if you go in there and find the central time zone for the United States, you can compare it to your time zone and find out how far ahead or behind they are from your time zone, and it's super super quick and easy.
I love
So
that. Yeah. So you just
yeah.
go to right on here. It's your time. It's the one that looks like a clock. You click on it, and then you type in. So put in Chicago, whatever. That's where I am. That's the
Yeah,
central time
Chicago's
zone here in the U.S. If you put in Chicago, cool. Let's say you're in London. Right now, it would be 5:40 your time, right? And so you can be like, oh, if it's 5:40 my time, it's 11:40 a.m. in Chicago. Or if you're in New York, you can say, okay, it's 12:40 p.m. in New York right now. In Chicago, it's 11:40. Okay, got it. In Los Angeles, it's 9:40 a.m., right? But I can compare that again to Chicago and I can say, oh, that is 11:40. So it would look something like this. Just type on in where you are and then type on in, you can just add. So this little add button right there, you just add and add Chicago on there, and you'll have both me and you on there, and you'll be able to convert it if necessary. There was also a link that was sent at the when you first
Oh,
signed on up for you to have it put onto your calendar. I mean, the actual exact times were not necessarily set at that point in time. That was just really more to get you in link with, okay, exactly where is the event going to be and um, what are what's the time zone difference for me. That may have helped some people as they look at that of, okay, it starts at 9:30 tomorrow. It does not start at the same time every single day. So take a look at the specific day so that you don't miss anything. I've had people do that. They come in the next day and they're like, "Oh, it started at 9:30 yesterday, so I thought it was going to start at 9:30 today." Use like definitely take a look at um the calendar here. This is it starts at 9:30 tomorrow because I actually have a student until 9:30. So then it doesn't start until after that. And then again, I have the information here about what is the cost of the replays before, during, and after so that you have access to that and you know exactly how to get the best price. Um, on Saturday, it starts at 8:30, and then on Sunday, it starts at 9 o'clock. All times are listed, I guess, again. And then I have here additional information about each person's actual talk. So you'll get to learn a little bit more about, oh, that did not come up right. Ugh, I hate when that happens. Did not notice that this bio did a double something. Gotta delete that and reprint it out for you guys. Um, but all the information about each of the speakers is here. We have some speakers that are live. We have some speakers that have already been pre-taped. There could be a time where somebody is a speaker that is supposed to be speaking live that doesn't show on up. There are just certain things in the world I cannot control. You communicate as a coordinator of an event the best that you can with people, and um and they respond or they don't respond, and at one moment they're interested, another moment they're not. So if anybody who is supposed to be live does not show on up, don't worry. We've got lots of great content that we will be able to provide for you in case that does happen. But lots of great people to look on forward to, and that's where you find all of the information. Now you may have noticed on the schedule it says, and as soon as I go through this part, I'm going to show you guys some of the cool prizes that we have, which are awesome. On the schedule, it says air meet, and then it has a time there, right? Again, that is making sure that we do end exactly on time. Those of you guys that are attending live with us, you'll know exactly where we're at. So if it's before 3:30, I'll get everything set on up inside of there, and then we'll meet at 3:30. If it's a little bit after 3:30, I will go on into AirMeet right after here. AirMeet is a different tool than Facebook. So the conference will be here in Facebook, and all you have to do is make sure that you hit that is it home? No, not that home button. Let's go back to Impact. Just type in Impact 2. If you've already signed on up for that group, you will have access to it and be able to see everything. Feel free to invite people too. Feel free to invite people to come and join us. There's going to be so many amazing topics that we are talking about that you are not going to want to miss it. So this is Facebook. I'm going to show you what AirMeet looks like. This is so cool. You're going to get to network with some of the different top speakers inside of here. So it's like we have these separate tables, right? And I'm going to put the speaker's name and the topic that they talked about, and I'll have an image of them here. And if you would like to join that table, that speaker may be in there or that speaker may not be in there. If the speaker is not in there, you can have a discussion with the other tutors about that topic and get to meet some other tutors, which is really great. There'll also be some other breakout tables that you can just connect with other tutors and be able to network. On Saturday, we're actually going to go through how can you network with other tutors effectively, because other tutors can refer students to you, right? And so how do you build relationships with tutors that are going to have them referring students to you? You need to get to know them. And networking is a great way to do that. I know, Beth, you've gotten a lot of students when you've through networking with other tutors. Tell us about your experience with that.
Yeah, not only has networking been one of the most just enriching experiences for me and for my business, I've learned so much from other tutors. It's been super, super helpful for me to, get input from the other tutors in different groups, in, both the Ultimate Support Group and the Insiders, as I've gotten to, actually get on video calls and get to know people, with those tutors in particular and the Jumpstart. But yeah, it creates a huge referral opportunity. And I've had the pleasure of both being on the giving and receiving end of referrals, and it is so much fun to be able to have that happen. And
Yeah.
it feels like this huge honor when you get those, and it's really fun to be able to give them as well. So yeah, and
Yes.
Airmeet is a really, really fun way to be able to network. So
It
yeah,
is. It's so
it's a
cool
really cool
because,
new.
but here's what we need to know, you guys, about AirMeet. Every day of the event, because we do have so many people that are signed up for the event, we only want people signing on into AirMeet that will be able to attend. So you won't get the link to AirMeet until the day of the event. Each day has its own AirMeet link. The AirMeet links will not be the same. They will be different each day. I'm not giving them out ahead of time now because we have over 700 people signed up, right? So when we have those kinds of numbers, we're only going to be able to have 100 that come inside of here. But I know that on the day, we have different people who will show up live. Some people will be popping in and out. Not everybody's going to come to the AirMeet networking event. So we're only giving out the link to the people who know that they will be able to join us live. And a big piece of it is I'm looking to see, is this a tool I want to personally continue to use? It does cost $100 a month in order to be able to use it. What I want to see is this a tool that could be useful for our community? And so I can only have 100 people on the account that I have right now be able to join without having to upgrade to that next level. So that's why we're only giving the link out that day. And then we'll be able to see, okay, do other people like this tool? I know, Beth, you had the opportunity to be inside of here. You thought it was a pretty cool experience to be able to connect with other tutors and be able to do that. So this is going to be a really, really cool opportunity for us to do this. So super excited about that piece of it, but everybody won't get a link until that day. So I'll send it inside of an email. And if you look at the time and you're able to attend, cool. If you're not able to attend, just disregard that link and don't worry about it. You do have to have an account in EarMeet. It doesn't cost anything. So you are going to want to click on that link when you get it so that you can say, yes, I want to save my seat. And if you have to create an account for AirMeet, you'll be able to do it then as well. And then everything will be set. You'll get an email that will go on out to you, reminding you about when the event is, all that great stuff. But this is going to be a great opportunity for you to be able to, again, connect with people, ask questions live of the different speakers. I've asked each of them. Some of them are able to make it. Some of them are not able to make it. And so the ones that will be able to make it, I will have their information on up here. And then I'll also have tables for people who aren't able to make it in case you want to talk about that topic or talk to other tutors about that specific topic. It's a great way to start to get to know other people. So that's another great resource that is going to be available to you during this event that we haven't had in past events. Yeah, Beth.
Yeah, and just to reiterate something that you said, you're going to want to when you do get that email about the air meet, go ahead and register your account ahead of time. Don't do what I did the first time and think that like, oh, this is the link for the actual talk. You're going to want to register your account, and then you'll get a second email with the actual link for the talk. So you're going to want to do that ahead of time so that you're not scrambling or worried that you're not going to get in. So when it's the time. So just do it the day of the event, and then you'll be all set. So
Yep,
and it's
exactly.
super easy to register. So it took me all of 2 or 3 minutes. So
right. So it's not like it's a long process, but it will hold you back if you're trying to get in the door. Like let's say you wait until 3:30, like it starts at 3:30 and you're like, "Oh, let me click this link." Well, then you have to go on in and register. There are only 100 seats. They may have already been taken that day, and you might not be able to get in the door. So as soon as that link comes out in the morning, you'll want to make sure that you sign up for that so that you can join us if you can later. If not, no worries, just ignore it. Pretend that we didn't even say anything and all is good. Prizes. Who wants to hear about prizes? If you want to hear about prizes or if you want to win prizes, right? Prizes! Right? Prizes inside of the chat. Like, who likes to win prizes? Do you like to win prizes, Beth? Yes, she's like, yeah, yes, me. She's like, do I type?
yeah.
Do I talk to her? Yeah, I know you talk to me.
No, I had clicked off the Zoom screen to see who was typing, and then I was like, oh, I can't get back. But yes, no, I absolutely do love to win prizes. It's so much fun. I was on a live stream actually unrelated to this the other day and did not expect my name to be called for a prize that I had won, and my name was called, and I was like, no way. So
oh, that's
it's just like
awesome.
it's a good feeling.
It is a good feeling.
It's
And
so fun.
so, because of that, I know what a good feeling it is. I've asked Tutorberg, hey, would you be willing to give a year subscription to Tutorberg? And guess what they said? They said, yeah, we'll do it. Not only are they going to give away one, they're going to give one
What?
away every day.
No way. I didn't know about that. I don't think that's awesome.
Yeah, so there are
What?
3 Tutorbird 1-year subscriptions that you'll be able to get available. And so how do you win a prize? Maybe I should still tell some of the prizes.
Oh
All
yeah.
right, I got another
I
prize. I
think
have
so.
2 of these. People ask me all the time, Joanne, what is a really great microphone? And I love the Snowball Ice microphone. In fact, I love it so much that I bought 2 of these out of my own pocket to be able to give away to you guys because I have a stronger, higher capacity microphone because I do podcasts and YouTube lives and all those kinds of things. But I have heard that every tutor that has gotten this specific microphone has absolutely loved it. So I have 2 of these that I will be giving away. Another thing that is like an essential piece of your tutoring business is some kind of a tablet. You can see mine's all messy with like fingerprints. Sorry, it's kind of gross. I gotta wash it. You're gonna get a brand new one. Yours won't look like mine. Out of the box, right here. I'm not even gonna open it. Seal is on there, right? Not opening it. I bought 2 of these as well to be able to give away. These are tablets that you can use to be able to write on. Now, I do have to share a sad caveat about those 2 particular prizes. You do have to be in the United States in order to win those. and I'm so sorry, you guys, if you're not in the United States, if you're not in the United States, you can still win the Tutorbird 1-year subscription. You can also win a copy, an ebook copy of my book. But the only reason I can't send these out of the country, I did this last time during my last event, and I learned something that I didn't know at all. And that was that I have to fill out this, what is it called?
Customs?
The customs form in order to send it to another country. And then they charge, it didn't matter like what I was sending out a book. It cost me $30 to send out one book. So I can't do that. That's a little bit on the pricier side. I can give those people though. I can give you an ebook. We've got the Tutorbird subscriptions. We've got so many other prizes that we're giving away. I have a directory that I'm going to be giving away that people can become a member of. I've got what else do I have? So many awesome stuff. So I'm super excited to be able to give these to you as you attend the event, and everybody is going to find out how they can actually get a hard copy book as well at like an incredible deal. So I'm actually going to be giving you guys a link to be able to get the book for free, and you just pay the $6.95 shipping and handling. But I'll also be giving away 20 of these, and I've purchased like 80 more to be able to gift out even more for people. So
Wow.
awesome stuff that you'll be able to get. So lots and lots of things to be able to get and win. And not only that, but you get to learn. You get to learn with a community of people. What were some of the things, Beth, you remember people saying, because you were in the chat the entire time with me? What are some of the things you remember people saying about the last Impact Conference as they were there?
Yeah. I remember people saying that, the speakers were super, super encouraging, super motivating, just inspiring for their tutoring businesses. I remember several of the people were in other time zones, but they couldn't, and it was getting very late for them, late at night towards the end. But they did not want to put their computers away and go to bed because they were like, I don't want to miss this content. It's so exciting. And I just remember people feeling very charged up for their businesses after the conference, which was so cool to hear.
Mhm.
So those were some of the main things that stood out. Of course, things about the individual speakers. Definitely really good feedback about all of the individual speakers.
Mhm.
So yeah, lots of different kinds of things like that.
Yeah.
So
And what's really cool is I have a very unique way of giving prizes this time. So
mhm.
what we're going to do this time for the event is there'll be a question about the speaker that's speaking. And
Mhm.
after they're done speaking, I may put a question into the chat, kind of like a comprehension question, right? Who remembers the answer to? So you'll want to take notes, you guys. It will be a question about something that the speaker said, and then you'll respond to it. From there, Beth is going to come on in, and we're going to have a wheel, and it's going to be a wheel with 1 to 10 on it. So we will randomly click that for a number, and then let's say it lands on number 5. The fifth correct answer, the fifth person to answer correctly. So not the fifth answer, but the fifth person to answer correctly will win the prize. It could be the first person that answered correctly wins the prize. It could be the 10th person that answers correctly that wins the prize. But that is how we're going to organize the prizes at this time. It'll be fun. It'll be happening all throughout the day. So there's definitely opportunities for
Great
people
idea.
to win. And then you just need to let us know if you are in the US or not in the US, and then we'll be able to, we will tell you what the prizes are ahead of time. But if the person is outside of the US and they cannot, we can't deliver the prize to you, then we will offer you one of the other prizes that we can deliver to you. So you will get a prize no matter where you live if your name is picked. Okay. So lots of fun stuff happening. Other things that I can do as well is give away free courses. Okay. So I can do that for if you're out of the country and you know, we were doing a drawing at that point in time for one of the Blue Yetis and you weren't able to get that. I can give you one of the courses that I've created and you'll get instant access to that course. Okay. So don't worry. We've got awesome stuff for you guys and it's going to be amazing. I cannot wait to be able to have you guys join us and be able to learn from everyone. Now, I've had questions about that. Some of these questions I've had some people asking me. I purchased the replays. Where do I get them? So if you haven't, remember the price for the replays goes away at 6 o'clock in the morning, July 15th, a.m. Central Time. Then it goes to $97. Why? Because that's when I wake up in the morning and I can change the price. Will not be waking up at midnight. I am not going to change the price at midnight. It's not going to happen. I'm not a midnight girl. Sorry, guys. I'm a pretty boring girl if you take a look at my back life. I like to crochet, I like to hang out with my family, and I like to hang out on my boat. So
Not boring. Not boring at all.
but I do
Not,
not stay up till midnight
no,
unless
you
it
don't.
is an emergency. So I will not be doing that. So 6 o'clock in the morning. So that gives you extra time, right? It gives you extra time to be able to get that lower price. But let me show you where you're going to go. If that is the case for you, you're going to just type on in onlinetutorcoach.com and then you're going to just push enter. Oh, it went to my media page. I want to not go to my media page. Enter. Then you're going to go to this button right here where it says login. And you're going to log in. Click login. And now you see all of the classes that you have. So if you purchased it, this is where you're going to find it. Now, I've had some people say, Joanne, I can't find it. I have so many classes of yours. I can't find it. There are numbers at the bottom here. So you may have, if you've been with me for a while, you may have lots of other classes and it might not show up until you get to that third or that fourth or that fifth page. Okay. So if you don't see it, keep clicking until you do find it. Of course, it gives me access to every single class because I've designed them. So, um, you just if it doesn't come on up for you, it doesn't my classes doesn't come up for you, go to my library and you should see it come on up. Um,
We just, oh, sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
We just had one of the speakers for tomorrow comment in the group, Gemma Smith. So
Yay!
she's excited to speak tomorrow. So yeah.
It is. It's
So
going to be
we will
so exciting.
hear from her.
Yeah.
So that will
And
be
what's cool
awesome.
about Gemma, you guys, is that she travels around the world with her tutoring business. And she is able to tutor her students no matter where they are or where she
So
is.
cool.
And you're going to get to
So
hear that
cool.
story. So that's very, very exciting. Um, will people be able to see me? So here's what it looks like when you're inside of you're inside of this group. Let's say that this is where we'll pretend that this is like a talking video, right? You'll see a talking video. That's where we'll be. And then you'll see comments of people. Right. So nobody will be able to see your face or anything. So if you want to come on in and you want to not have your hair done or any of that kind of stuff, that's cool. You don't have to. Come as you are. That's what we say. Come as you are. It don't matter. Now, you will have the opportunity later on when we do, remember we have the networking event. The first one's at 3:30 p.m. Central on Friday the 15th. There you will want to be like presentable so people can see you because it's networking. When we're networking with people, you definitely want to have your video on versus off, and you want to um, put yourself, if you feel like you would be okay going to the coffee shop looking like you are, that's probably fine, right? It's not like you have to get all dressed up and glamorized, or make sure you put on tons of makeup or anything like that. Just presentable enough to get your butt to the coffee shop to get that, that Starbucks coffee or whatever you want to be able to get. Yeah, Beth.
Because even though I'm gonna show something for a second, even though I have my picture on there and it looks, it looks nice. I think it's a decent picture. It's not nearly as personable or professional or anything like that as me talking and talking face to face with Joanne here. And so you want to be presenting with yourself, not just a picture of yourself, or definitely not just that black Zoom background, or a random logo or something. But
Right.
yeah, it's so much better to have the moving, breathing, living, talking picture of you
Yeah.
speaking. So
And
yeah,
there are
so
two
much better
pieces
for
to it.
networking.
I love teaching tutors how to really network effectively with each other, because I've seen the beautiful results that it causes. And so I want to give tutors opportunities to network effectively with each other so that they can start building those relationships that will be really powerful. And think about this, when we're networking, it's not just to get students. There are other reasons to network with tutors. It could be collaborations, right? Maybe you guys decide that you want to do a podcast together, or you want to do a YouTube video together. When people see you with other people, or maybe you're being interviewed by somebody else, or maybe you're talking on a topic excitedly with somebody else, it makes you show up in a different way. It elevates you, right? So there's lots of opportunities to do other things as well, and not just like, I'm going to do this so that I can get students, right? It could be just, oh, how can we serve each other? How could we help each other with our businesses? Is there something that I do that they could get value out of? Is there something that they do I can get value out of? Think about it as a give and take. Always be giving first before you decide to ask for a take. Okay, because it's really uncomfortable for everybody when somebody asks something without ever giving anything, and it just kind of leaves like this icky kind of taste, like, why do they think I would do, I don't even know who they are, like, why would I do that? Right? It just feels weird when that happens, and I want to take all the weirdness away so that people feel comfortable with each other and build these amazing relationships with each other. So definitely, when you do not have to turn, there's no camera, there's no ability to even turn on a camera in Facebook. So don't worry about that. But inside of the Air Meet, you do have the ability to turn on the camera. Highly suggest you turn on the camera so that people can get to know you, see you, all that wonderful, wonderful stuff. And I think those are all the big questions that people have been asking over the last couple of days, as we've been really amping on up for the big day. So I can't wait. I'm super stoked. I'm super excited. This has been a long time in the planning, guys. A lot of work goes on into this, and I'm just super excited to build you, like, bring you some amazing speakers. Everybody who comes will leave with something, whether it's tidbit of information, or free prizes, or a new relationship with another person that you can connect with. You're going to leave with something guaranteed, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, are you guys in with
Me,
us? We can't wait to see you. So come join us, and it's going to be awesome. What do you think, Beth?
absolutely, absolutely. I was thinking maybe you'll leave with a combination of the three of those things.
All three of them,
Probably
right? Maybe it's
for some of
possible.
you. For
Information,
some of
free
you,
stuff, and relationships. Yeah, like, it does. How
yeah,
does it? It doesn't get better than that, right? So awesome.
right. I'm
I
so
love it.
excited.
I'm so
So,
excited too. I can't believe it's already tomorrow. It's come up so fast, and
mhm.
oh, you guys are going to have so much fun. So, here are the things that you need to do. If you haven't signed up yet, sign up. If you have signed up but you haven't joined the Facebook group yet, join the Facebook group. Once you join the Facebook group, you're all set inside of there. All you have to do is remember that the group's name is Impact 2, so you don't forget where to go once it's the day of the event. Check the booklet. There may be some changes each day. I will send you the booklet so that you have that and you know what times people are speaking, and if any changes have been made to that. And the last thing you need to know is if you're like, I really want to be able to see this, but I can't because I didn't know they were speaking at this time. I cannot make that, but I do want to get the replays. Click the replays tonight before 6 o'clock in the morning so that you get access to those. So I think that's absolutely everything that you guys need to know in order to have an amazing event with us. And I can't wait. Make sure to bring a notebook or whatever you take notes on the best. Bring it with you so that you can really like take in the information. You don't want to just be a passive listener as you go through the event because that won't really do much for your memory, right? I can hear something, but it's not going to hold on. It doesn't have anything to hold on to. So if I'm taking notes as I'm listening, that actually is a great study method that will help you remember and retain more information. And also, you want to have something to write down like that. Like if there's different people that you want to connect with. You know, they'll share how can you connect with them at the end. You'll want to be able to have a place where you can write that down. So you guys, I'm super excited. I can't wait to see you tomorrow and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, everyone.